What's your favorite Jaco solo? I have a bunch, like Donna Lee. Continuum is awesome. And Havona is amazing. One of my favorites is probably going to surprise you. It's not particularly fast or flashy, but it showcases his gorgeous tone along with his sublime melodic sense and his impeccable phrasing. Recorded in December of 1975, Pat Metheny's debut album, Bright Size Life, on ECM, was happening during one of the most creative and important times in Jaco Pastorius' career. Just 2 months before, in October, he recorded his own landmark debut solo album on Epic. And as soon as the Metheny session was done, he would fly to LA to record bass parts for the Weather Report album, Black Market. Bright Size Life was smack in the middle of all of it, and it has some of Jaco's best playing on it. The last track on side one is a haunting, beautiful song by Metheny called Midwestern Night's Dream, originally called B and G because of the two chords that it opens with. The song really revolves around these two chords. And in fact, we don't hear any real melody on this track until after 4 minutes in, when Jaco enters with this amazing statement on the bass. First of all, there's been a lot of discussion about how Jaco achieved that stunning chorus effect. I talk about it in my Hejira video. He basically played 2 tracks of bass on the same part, no effects. He confirmed this in a recently published article with Tony Bacon from 1976 when discussing the recording of the tune Continuum. I played that whole tune twice, note for note. That's how I did it. Everybody thinks I've got all sorts of electronic gear, but I don't use any pedals, no electronics. It's all in my hands. But on that particular tune, I played the whole tune note for note twice, solo and everything. That's just some unique stuff. I just wanted it to sound like a couple of guys singing. Dig that! You can hear him use this technique on this track, as well as Weather Report's A Remark You Made, and Joni Mitchell's Refuge of the Roads. It's a brilliant solo where Jaco is playing off of 2-note motifs. The line goes seamlessly through some of these unusual chord changes. And the shape climbs right up until that haunting melody happens at the end. Now, initially, I thought this might have been an improvised solo. At least maybe he improvised most of it, and Pat composed that beautiful melody at the end. But as it turns out, I was completely wrong about that. When researching this tune, I came across an amazing live version done by the Pat Metheny Group in 1977, featuring the great Mark Egan on bass. And when they get to the same spot at the end of the tune, he plays this. Okay, something's going on here. Did Pat ask Mark Egan to play what Jaco played note for note? Or did Pat actually compose it all note for note to be played? Through some mutual friends, I was able to contact Mark Egan via email, and he was gracious enough to get back to me. The melody solo that Jaco plays on Midwestern Night's Dream was written by Pat as part of the composition. Jaco overdubs it on top of his live part and then doubled it on the recording. This was corroborated by other versions of the tune that I found online, including the Gary Burton Quartet version, which predates Bright Side's Life. The melody to Midwestern Night's Dream is played at the end of the song, like he had Jaco do on the original recording. So the question is raised, is this even a solo? Does this diminish what he played in any way? No way. The history of jazz is full of both improvised and non-improvised moments. Personal interpretations of melodies featuring unique individual voices. Johnny Hodges playing Prelude to a Kiss, Miles Davis playing My Funny Valentine. Jaco will always be one of the great communicators of music, with one of the most individual voices we'll ever hear. What this recording is telling me is that learning how to play a melody just might be one of the most important skills we can develop as jazz musicians. Period. Learn melodies. Learn how to state them with clarity, regardless of the instrument that you play. Your playing will thank you for it, and so will the people listening to you. Good luck.